PR demo reel because they've been through band member changes.
Cool.
So I had like a little crew and everything. It was pretty fun.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Jason, I got to show you what I've been working on, man. I can't talk about it live on the stream, but
yeah. Well, we got stuff to talk about anyway.
Yeah.
We got to pick that topic back up.
I'm pretty much for the next like 6 months, I'm knee deep in video editing until I can hire an editor. So
I'll come work for you part time.
Well, dude, I would love that. I would love to hire like dope dudes. You know, when I'm able to hire people, I'm gonna be looking for probably. Well, I don't know how things are gonna go in the next year.
Just throw me some work. I'll help you out. I don't care. You don't have to pay me or anything.
I appreciate it, man. It's cool.
Because the way I look at it, it's always stuff for my demo reel.
Yeah.
And not everybody gets the friends and family discount, but you do.
Right on. I'm going to be if it goes the way I think it's going to go, I'm probably going to need to hire a teacher to like take all my students, but I haven't figured out how that's going to work because I don't make a lot of money on my students anyways, but yeah, I got to hire the right dude too. That's going to be hard. So not there yet though. I'm definitely in the trenches right now.
Know that feeling.
Yeah. I just picked up a knockoff Zoom and I need help. I don't know how to work.
A knockoff what?
Or not a Zoom, a GoPro. Like it's not a GoPro. It's like a knockoff. A guy just threw it to me. It works and everything, and it's supposed to be better than what I have going on, right?
Right on.
But I cannot for the life of me figure this thing out. Normally I can figure stuff like that out. So if you guys have
it's a action camera or like a
4K action camera. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I think the best thing is just taking it off of fisheye, like wide lens, if it has that option, so that it doesn't look all distorted, and then just that's it. Like, but if you need help like editing videos,
I don't even know how to frame the shot or anything because I'm used to like a phone, right? So you can see.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know how to get the sound into it, like audio, to line that up with the editing, because I just don't know anything about it. So
it's
the computer. I know how to put my interface into it, so I get like the good sound for the mics.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that with this or anything like that.
I think you gotta somehow figure out, like, if you're trying to record live, that's a different thing than recording to an SD card. If you have like an SD card in it where you record what you want to record, you record the audio separately, and then you edit them together, that's probably the best option.
Is that what you have to do? You have to do all that, eh?
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah. There's ways to do it where you can record like using a different platform, but it compresses the sound and it makes it sound really bad. There's still ways around it, but it's kind of difficult. But like the platform that I use to stream live is I don't know if you use Apple, but it's called Ecamm Live. It's a paid service, but you can record live and do different camera angles on the fly and stuff. But it's kind of complicated, man. You got to build like if you want it to look cool, you have to build overlays, like stuff that goes over your picture, or behind your picture. And once you figure it out, I mean, there's YouTube videos on all of that stuff, but I can help you out, man, if you want.
OBS or whatever, right?
Yeah, OBS is really, really complicated for me. It took me a while to figure out how to work it. But once you figure it out, it's good. But then I couldn't get past it. Just kept crashing on me. Every time I'd make an adjustment, it would crash, and it would crash in the middle of my streams sometimes. But OBS is another one that you can record on the fly and do multiple camera angles and record your interface into it as well. So it's kind of a platform that does everything. But it's the learning curve for that was really difficult for me. So. The easier way for me, like I'm doing drum videos right now, and I'm not even trying to mess with all that. I'm just doing it separate, different SD cards in every camera, and then recording like drums separate, and then having somebody mix the drums, and then put it all together in editing software.
Daryl, you know what I do just to make my life easier is I have my own like 10-second beat track that I created. And so when I go into editing, I lay it at the front of my audio, and I record my audio live at the same time separately from my video. But bumping them together at the beginning can be a real pain in the ass if you're trying to line them up just off the music. So if you do it either with your sticks or create like a 10-second click track, and then when you're on the the waveform, you'll see those peaks real high, and it's much easier to sync stuff up.
Line it up.
That's why, like in movie making, they've got the clapper. That's so in post-production, because it used to be you always had to record your film and your audio completely separate back in the days when I was a wee toddler. so you used your slate to help you sync up in editing. So yeah, use some stick hits or
I just give a good whack on the snare, and that'll give me a big wave to line up. It's complicated. It's like once you figure it out, it's good, but it took me like 5 years of using iMovie to realize, oh, this is how most softwares work. It's just like you just have to figure it out, and then you have to it's a little bit more in depth. There's just more you can do with like other stuff.
You guys.
Yeah, but if you ever want any tips on that, let me know.
Are you gonna say that?
Nothing. I just said you guys.
It seems like you have some info too.
Oh no, been there, done that. Just recently.
Yeah, I just want to up my game a little bit. That's all. Yeah,
I did a video for Gibraltar and had to sync the audio and video together.
I would say, Daryl, the more you even if it's a simple 10-second clip or 30-second clip for Instagram, the more you just start diving in to try to use it and make something cool, the easier it'll get to where you're doing full on stuff.
Yeah, you have to do it.
Yeah, this camera is just because then it takes the wind out of your sails, right? Like you got everything going. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and it's like I couldn't even get the damn thing to turn on.
Dude, this is like
I feel like drumming now.
Everybody that does like drum videos has that same thing where it's like by the time you set up everything, and then you film everything, and it just took you all day, and then you look at the footage and you're like, great, there's like, I don't know, there's something in the picture that I can't get rid of, or like the audio didn't come through, or there is just, I've done that a million times where I've completely set up everything. It took me 2 hours, and then I sit behind the drums and I'm like, I got nothing. Like I'm done. I'm trying to get something out. And I'm just like, I'm done. And I just break it down. Like it
ties into my morning today. I had like, I'm trying to do something online. It's like, I have to call this number. So I call. Okay, thanks for your call. It's very important to us. Waiting time is 2.5 hours. And I'm like, so I put it on and I go about my business. Finally, somebody comes on. I'm like, hey man, can you take my number in case we get disconnected? Because I've been waiting. He's like, unfortunately, we can't make phone calls out.
No way.
Are you kidding me?
That's so typical. Oh my gosh.
Deep breath, called back, and then they said it's like I can't even get through, and I can't get on waiting list now.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh man, that's me on the verge of throwing my phone through a window. Oh man, well I'm glad you were able to make it, man. I saw your message this morning, so it's we'll try to take it out on the drums. Welcome everybody else. Man, thank you. It's a hard one to wake up for this morning. I was like, should we make this at 8 now? Or like if no one shows up, I'm like, if no one shows up, maybe we do this at 8, So I'm really happy that you guys showed up. Once I got going, got the wheels in motion, then it was easier. But man, hard waking up when it's still dark outside for us on the West Coast. So,
this third cup of coffee is definitely needed this morning.
Yeah, man, I found that I have like a regular, and then I have a half calf. after that normally. And normally when I'm almost always only able to drink half of my half calf because my stomach starts going, all right, enough is enough, dude. You can't live off coffee. Like, give us some food, you know? So, anyways, yeah, we can just get started. But I just wanted to say that I'm stoked that you guys came today and, showed up at 7, which was, last week would have been 6. So, yeah, like I said, it was hard to get up, and I was like, the like 80% of me was like, man, why do we have to do it at 7? Like, why do we have to do it at 7? But then that's part of the sacrifice, right? That's part of showing up. That's part of wanting it. And that's what I kept telling myself this morning is like, man, how bad do you want this? This is something you created, and this is something that you are proud of, and this is something that you love doing. And so this is, for that reward of what Chops and Coffee is, it doesn't have to be, that much of a sacrifice, but that sacrifice kind of makes it that much better for me, and I don't know how you guys feel, but, so yeah, I'm happy to be here. Now that I've had half of a cup of coffee, I'm even more happy to be here, and I'm happy for what my week is going to bring me this week, and what my week is going to bring to others. So I hope you guys feel the same. I have a couple warm-ups here for us to do this morning. Let's do an easy one, and then I have some repeats from last week. So I have Raghav's warm-up that we didn't do on Friday. I have one of the Zildjian ones with 8 and 8 equals 16, but with accents. And then I have something else. That paradiddle thing that we were doing last week with triplets. All right, so let's do Zildjian. Where is Zildjian? Did it not pull up again? Raghav, 16 kick, triplets. Where is it? Let's see here. Let's just get it like this. Hey, there we go. All right, sharing. Oh, welcome everybody that's watching on the stream as well. Happy that you guys showed up as well. And if you guys ever want to join the Chops and Coffee Zoom meeting, just go to drumbrigade.com, hit the link, and fill out the form. It just sends me an email that says I want to come to Chops and Coffee, and then I'll get you guys in here. All right, so.
By the way, I talked to Dave Johnstone. He couldn't be here this morning because he's got to get his son ready for school, but he'll be here.
Yeah, no problem. Dave's cool, man. I love that warm up still. I'm waiting for Dave to give us some more.
Yeah.
That one was really cool because it's doable, and it's not like I don't know. It's hard enough, especially at 7 a.m, but it's doable, Mm-hmm. All right, let's do the taps number 2. So let me get my metronome. All right hand with the accents on 3 and then 4. So 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then the 4th measure, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so on the ands of and of 1 and of 2 and then on the on the and of 1 and of 2 and then on 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, and then you repeat with the left hand. And then we're instead of let's just do it as written. I'll count us back in. So this is our first warm up. Now we've gotten good. So that's triplets. Can we do it at that tempo to start? Let's give it a shot. All right, let's just do it as written. I'll count us back in for our second attempt. And we're doing number 2. All right, here we go. Starting with our right. 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2. Ah. Okay, so let's keep in mind the sticking. I keep missing the sticking. Let's try that again. 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and left. One, two, ready, go, right, left, right, left. Cool. All right, let's do it just like that. I'll count us back in. Let's go like that's pretty slow. Let's go a little bit faster. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Left, right, left. One, two, ready, go, right. Two, last one. 1, 2, ready, go, right. All right, did Nat leave us? Nat left us. He must have had to take care of the kids. All right, 140, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, right, left, right, left. Two, 1, 2, ready, right. Two, last one. 1, 2, ready. Left. I missed that accent at the end. Shall we go one more? Let's go one more. I want us to get to like 200. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Left. Two, 1, 2, ready, right. Let's go one more. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. Very cool. That's pretty fast for eighth notes on one hand, but
hey Corey, what was that last speed we were at?
That was 160.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I like to try to set some goals for like most of my students. So that's pretty, like, I'll admit that's pretty fast. But I always like for like if we have an exercise like that, I would say like, and I get to their breaking point and then I'll go back like 10 or 20 BPM and then say, okay, cool. Your goal is like 10 or 20 past that breaking point. So like if we're not able to play at 160, I would go back to like 140 and then do that as our warm up. Cause even that's going to be a struggle, but then be like, okay, our goal is like 190 or 200. And that's like really fast. So, but, so yeah, I would like to try to get to that. I would like 200 I could probably do, but it's probably not very comfortable. I would like to be comfortable at 200 with that one. All right, let's get on to Raghav.
Where would you say most like fast punk beats fall? Like in that like 160 to 200 range, or are they over two?
I'm trying to so like this kind of thing. Let's see. So you're playing quarter notes on that. Oops. That's 180.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say like 210 or 220.
Well, yeah, and if it's quarter notes, I was assuming it was 8. So I was thinking 8 at like 180.
Normally when that would be eighth notes.
Yeah, I do hear a lot of what I play and listen. A lot of what I listen to, it's that last kind of that pump sound.
Yeah. So that's
so fast eighth notes, basically.
Yeah. So if you write out the like, that's quarter notes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why it's
cool,
like, you know, yeah. All right, cool. So, Raha, my wife was like yelling at me last night for saying this name wrong, but it's like Ra. First of all, I have Ragad written and it's Raghav.
Well, don't feel bad. My Spanish pronunciation is crap. So living here is really hard for anybody who has to listen to me try to pronounce places. It makes Mary cringe.
This guy is, like I was talking about last week, my heritage is Puerto Rican and my Spanish is like as Cali as it gets, like burritos, tacos. I used to speak a lot more Spanish, but it's just not good. This is not good. I'm disgracing my grandpa.
Well, if you dig up any dead Romans, I can have a conversation with them. I took 4 years of Latin in high school.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And the only two things I remember are semper ubi sub ubi, which is always wear underwear in prepositional form. And the other one is my personal favorite, because if you teach high school guys curse words, they're going to remember them, right? So it's ere stercus et interficere, which is eat shit and die.
Oh my gosh.
So I want to write a punk song called ere stercus et interficere and do the whole thing in Latin, because that would just be completely ridiculous.
Oh, that's cool. That'd be funny.
Be at 180.
Yeah, 180 at least, or 180 and above. So this guy is that Raghav is Indian, I think. So yeah, my wife is like, that is not how you say it, and I'm just like, well, I don't know. All right. Anyways, this one, if you guys haven't seen this dude, this kid's like he's a younger kid, and he is insane at drums. Insane. I'll try to pull up something after this. Insane. It's like my wife doesn't really like, she doesn't get pumped on drummers. And she was like, dang, dude. Like, she was watching that guy and was like, man, she was like, yeah, she was loving it. So this dude's cool. But anyways, this is his warm up. That is from Drumeo. It's just accent. It's the top line is right, bottom line is left, or when we repeat, vice versa. And accenting for 2 measures on the beat. So like 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a, then we're accenting on the and 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E, and a sticking is still the same. So that's our first 4 measures. Then we have doubles, right, left, left, right, left, left. Then we have doubles, but we're accenting the opposing hand. So if we start with our right, then we're accenting our lefts. Do do dat dat do do dat dat do do dat dat do do dat dat for 2 measures. Paradiddles for the next measure. Accenting on the beat. Daga do do daga do do daga do do daga do do. Then we have 4s. On each hand, right, left, 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 right, left, 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 accenting on the beat. and then we just have a buzz roll for 2 measures. Okay, everybody good? All right, let's get it. And so, when we it's not written, but when we get to here, we're gonna repeat, and we're gonna do it with our opposing hand. So our left hand is gonna start the single stroke. All right, is this too fast? Let's get some 16ths here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. All right, let's try it at 90. See how we all do. 1, 2, starting with our singles. 1, 2, ands. Here comes our doubles. Opposing. Paradiddles. Force. Buzz. Left hand. Doubles. Go. Paradiddles. Force. Buzz. How'd everyone do? Get through it? It's all right. Should we slow it down, or should we speed it up? Speed it up. Down? All right, let's go down. Let's go down like, oops. We'll go down by 15. This is going to be hard for me. Yeah. So those are still playing our 16ths. Da-da-doo-doo, da-dee-doo-doo, da-dee-doo-doo. All right, let's try it with our right. A 1, a 2, a ready, go. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a doubles. Accents. Paradiddles. Buzz. And now we're going to start with our left. 1, 2, ready, left. Doubles. Go. Doubles opposing. Paradiddles. Force. Go. Buzz roll. Hey. This one is, I don't know what it is about this one. I just love it. It's like, it's thorough, you know. It's they're not hard warm-ups. Like individually we can all do these, but any of my students can probably, accents are maybe a little bit different, but accents are always challenging, but I like it. Let's go again, a little bit slower. Da-da-da-da. Those are our 16ths. Here we go, starting with our right. A 1, 2, ready, go, right. On the ands, go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a doubles. Nice and even. Opposing. Paradiddles. Fours. Buzz. Get ready for a left. 2. Ready. Left. On the ands, go. 1 Anna, 2 Anna. Doubles. Paradiddles. Quads. And buzz. Hey. All right, how did it go? How'd it go? Everybody good? Much better? Slower you go, man. It's like the more it uncovers how much we need to focus on making our strokes count, you know? Played evenly, all that jazz.
Yeah, you can find a lot of problems at 60 beats a minute.
Yeah. I had a student that would do that. Like I would always switch it. I love switching it up. Like it's that's a different topic, but so they would always think we were going to go faster and faster and faster. So they would always practice super fast. And then I would start at like 100 and then go backwards to like 50. And it was like, dude, most of the time they couldn't do it, you know? It's like, that's because you're not doing it correctly, you know? You need to like work on your sticking, playing that right before you start playing it at 200 beats per minute. So you know what? I have one more, that one that we did last week, but let's do a chop instead. So this kick drum exercise, I've been using this. I just filmed like a bunch of different things for this first one here. Let me share it. Where am I at? Oh boy, hey there. Where are you at? There we go. Let's take number 1 and let's build some chops out of it, some fills out of it. I'll show you the 3 that I came up with. So number 1, kick, right, left, right, left, right, left, kick, right, left, or kick, right, left, right, left, right, left. So this is a linear drum fill. That means linear fills or linear drumming means that you're not playing anything at the same time. You're playing only every stroke is individual by itself. So like a linear beat would be like because nothing is being played at the same time. If I played it like, then it's not linear. So like the easiest linear thing that we have is like, right? Because we're just playing right, left, right, left, right, left. So this is a linear drum fill. So we're just taking number 1, kick, right, left, right, left, right, left. And we're building some drum fills out of it. Kick, right, left, right, left. That's how we have to do it twice in a 4/4 measure, right? So yesterday I was trying to think of some ideas using that, and I filmed 3 of them for like a chop exercise, and we'll see how they turn out. But then the idea is for anyone watching should be able to take that and do whatever they want with it. So you can take that kick, right, left, right, left, right, left, and maybe switch up the sticking or use it in any other way. So the 3 that I came up with was the first one. That's it. That floor tom sounds terrible. Holy moly. They're not, these are not my real drums are over there, and I'm using my practice drums. So this floor tom is god awful. All right. Kick, right, left, right, left, right, left, kick, right, left, right, left, right, left. All right, so that was out of time, but. Slower. All right. So kick, right, left, right, left, right, left. It's so amazing how something so simple can sound so cool. You do it as triplets. That sounds even better. Have to do it 3 times for triplets. Back to 16ths. Eighth notes. Sixteenths again. And triplets again. Those are 16th note triplets, by the way, not 8th note. All right, so that's fill number 1. Kick, right, left, right, left, right, left. Fill number 2 is starting off in this position. So give me a sec. There we go. So starting off in this position with your floor on your right hand on your floor, left hand on your snare. Man, I really don't like my angle here. All right, right hand on your floor, left hand on your snare. Same pattern though. Kick, right, left, right, left, right, left. So we're gonna go. Kick, right, left, right, left, right. 1, 2. Slower. Then we can switch up the subdivision. So like triplets, what would that be? I think that's triplets. Maybe that's 5s. Let's see. I don't know. That doesn't seem right, but it feels right. All right, 8th notes. Only do it once for 8th notes. Oops. 16th notes. Here's 16 notes again. All right. So now we have the first one. And we have the second one. The last one is starting in, so kick, then you're going hi-hat first. So still the same sticking, kick, right, left. So kick, right, left. So now you're moving in this position, like you're sliding this way. Jason, you would be sliding this way.
Yeah.
All right. So
actually, you know what I like to do, Corey, is the what is it, right to left? If I'm on the ride coming out of like a bridge, so my ride is on my left-hand side.
Right.
I actually like to do almost like a reverse fill back from left to right.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I crash on my right-hand crash to start the next measure, and then I'm kind of back in groove position, so to speak.
Oh, you just reverse.
And I'd like to do, I do like a zigzag because I've got two toms. And I always keep my right hand on the snare. So I go like, you know, with the left, I go ride, snare, tom, floor tom, snare, rack, snare, other rack, snare, you know, and then whatever fits the subdivision. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's kind of almost like a zigzag back across the kit. And I got a couple of songs that it sounds pretty cool on.
Cool. All right. So this one is, I think I did this one different. Like, I think I did it like something like that. But you can do it however you want. You can just repeat it like. 1, 2, here I go. Those hi-hat ones always throw people off. It's really cool. Now you can do combos. Or here's a different combo. That was kind of fun. Let me try that again. There we go. Okay, here's my combo. Let me see if 30-second notes would work. Gosh, come on. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. I can't do it this early in the morning. Can't do it this early. Anyways, let's see. Come on. There we go. So one more time. Number 1. Number 2. And number 3. All 3 the same linear drum fill. Kick, right, left, right, left, right, left. So that shows you the possibilities are like pretty endless when you start thinking of, I mean, how those are 3 different drum fills using the same sticking, same pattern. So we can open up a can of worms of doing different orchestrations. And then I did it in 3 different subdivisions. So you can open up another can of worms if you decide to do it as triplets or 16th note triplets or 8th notes, or you know, or do different combos. Maybe the kicks are 8th notes, but then the hands are 16th notes, or and then you're adding orchestrations on it. Then when you start adding flams and accents and ghost notes and diddles, and I mean, the possibilities are just endless and endless and endless, and like that's how you start. That's really how like true sheds are built. Most sheds are just like people just trying to melt your face off. But when you start sharing ideas like that, where you're like, oh, what if you take this and do it like this? Here's my idea of a drum fill using that pattern. Oh, and then it's like, I didn't think about that pattern, you know, where most people, a lot of my students would take that pattern and just be like, and I'm like, yeah, but use it. Okay. Well, that's cool, but like, what can you do with it? You have a whole drum set here. Do something, you know, or something, you know. So it opens up a can of worms. It's really cool. So yeah, you try to take that. If you like, this isn't an assignment, but like try to take that and build stuff with it, mess around with it, play a beat like I was doing, you know, and then come up with new ideas. Do it backwards. Start with your left instead of your right. Start on the cymbals, you know, start on, I don't know, just do different combos, then do combinations of those 3 fills, you know. And that's just one pattern. Like on that sheet, I have 24 patterns written, and I could probably write 24 more, like without even thinking about it. So, that's what I mean. Drumming is there's a lot of different combos and different things that you can do to build vocabulary and sound like just that one drum fill you could build a solo out of. So it's very, very, a very cool thing, you can get so deep on all these things. And that's why it's so amazing when you see drummers that are able to, they have a vast vocabulary, because you can tell they've studied stuff like this and gone through some of this stuff will just come natural when you work on it, you know. But that's why that sheet is so amazing, that like Justin gave, you know, suggested, because it's like, it's simple concepts, but then when you just use them as concepts, it's like you can use that as an amazing warm-up. Then you can use that to really, really build your vocabulary, and those are just linear drum fills, you know. I'm gonna pull up something from Raghav. There we go. Hey, there he is. This is on my phone though, so. Raghav. So I don't know why I say it so much. This is why my wife was getting mad. She's like, why do you keep saying that? I'm like, I don't know. It's his name. Raghav. All right, so look at this kid.
Is it saying though?
And I know, isn't it? Is it though? Am I just saying it? Let me find a good one. Any of these are dope. Come on. That snare sounds amazing. Oh, left hand now? God. It's so fierce. Man, come on. This is the one I showed my wife. my gosh, dude. It's depressing. He's this one is the one too. Like four limb coordination here. God, dude. All right, so that's the guy whose warm up we did this morning. That's amazing drumming, but it's hard for me to watch because then I'm like, I suck. But it's so good. It's like it's inspiring, but it's so not like my style of drumming. But I would love to pick up some of that intricate, really fast, intricate stuff. But him and JD Beck are so he was that guy. That style of drumming is what started the whole flurry controversy. That's those fast on the snares. On the snare is the flurry, and that's the new hot thing in jazz, and that started the whole thing where Hutch was like, these kids need to learn fundamentals and blah blah blah, and yeah. So him and JD Beck is another drummer that plays just like that style. So yeah. So cool though.
Crazy.
I would love to hear you sing over those chords, Rebecca. with that drumming in there, it'd be dope.
Dude, I wouldn't want to get in the way.
I know, but
some floaty aerial things.
yeah. That would be dope for you to produce a track like that where you play all the instruments and the drumming's like that, like fast, like drum and bass style.
Right.
And then you're singing. That would be Grammy worthy.
One day.
Did you win any Grammys this week, Rebecca?
No Grammys this week.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You've won a Grammy though before, right? No? I thought for sure you did.
I submitted the Colfax album I submitted it for consideration.
Yeah.
Last year.
Oh, I think that's like, I don't know the future, but you'll definitely win a Grammy sometime.
Thank you.
Either from one of your albums or from something that you sang on or performed on, you know. I have a few friends that are like not really monumental musicians that have won Grammys just for like stuff they played on or produced or whatever. I never have. I haven't played on anything actually, like Western Standard Time is like nominated every year, but it's always like for best Jamaican album, and it's like they always just pick like the Bob Marley Legend album, like that came out like years and years and years and years ago. You know?
Well, given what appears to be the voting composition of the Grammy, like who gets to decide?
Yeah,
seems a little controversial on. So some of that doesn't surprise me.
Jason, you'll love this. I went to the Foo Fighters studio one time, and I got to like that's a different story, but not very many people get to go through there, and so I actually got to go in their practice room and stuff. Like no one's allowed in there. It was being built, so that's why I was able to go in there. But and all their equipment was like in the main studio, so it was like just stacks of cases and. We got to go in the back and see like all of Dave's guitars and all of Taylor's drums and like just like he has like.
Did you get to see the drum, the Tama Bell brass that was used to record Nirvana?
Oh, I didn't see.
Or used to record the Nevermind album.
I didn't see that. No.
Okay.
I might have been in there, but anyways, they have, obviously they have so many Grammys, MTV Music Awards and gold records and platinum records or whatever hanging on the wall. But it's like they don't care about that stuff. So they have like in their bathroom, like on the toilet, they have MTV Music Awards Moon Man holding the toilet paper. It's like an actual Moon Man. I took a picture of it, and it's like the flag that it's like the Moon Man holding the flag. They like took the flag out, put the toilet paper in the flag, and that's their toilet paper holder. And then they just have them like they literally have like Grammys just like stuffed in like on shelves, and like I'm like that's a stinking like that's a Grammy like, and it's just like. Yeah, it's just collecting dust. It's like they had like arcade games, and it's just like a Grammy, a Moon Man, just like on top. Like no one cares. And like, I'm like, dude, these guys are everywhere. They're just like everywhere.
That's awesome.
And it's like they could care less, you know. But holding the toilet paper was pretty funny. I was just like, that is like the ultimate. If I ever won a Grammy or like something like that, that's probably I would like to do something like that, just because. It's a big accomplishment, and I know a lot of people, like those credentials, but for me, I'm like winning a Grammy is definitely an accomplishment, but I don't want to put a lot of emphasis on that. Like, I just want to think of like, put it in perspective. Like some guy that shouldn't be telling me that my album is great is telling me my album is great when you probably didn't even listen to it, So like, I'll take the reward or the award, but I don't need your approval, Grammy, That's my attitude. I know not everybody's like that, but so I thought that was like the most punk rock cool thing I've ever seen.
That makes for sure. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So.
Well, from what you hear about them, they seem like pretty normal guys. So that, that doesn't surprise me actually. That
I didn't get to meet any of them. I've never met any of them, but I've seen them in concert. Amazing. Oh, yeah. I mean, just an amazing. If you guys ever, I'm sure if you haven't seen the Foo Fighters before, one of the most amazing bands to see live. Every song has a drum solo, first of all, and just incredible.
Well, that was literally the show in 2011 that made me realize I needed to get my shit together. That I wasn't happy with my life. That I gotten completely disconnected from a lot of things that were important to me, and I was sitting there at the show because. He told the story of the Nirvana riot at Mississippi Nights that happened in St. Louis, and back in the day on the Nevermind tour, and I was there for that show.
Whoa, really?
So I'm sitting there, looking around, thinking about the suburban corporate existence that I'm going to go back home to after the show's over, and I'm thinking about being at the Nirvana, riot show, and I'm like, man, how did we get from that to here?
Yeah,
and it was literally the first step on a road back to kind of where I'm trying to get to. So there's a song on that album called Walk, and it's learning to walk again is the refrain. And that's why I'm trying to learn it. And that was also the first show I took my youngest daughter to. So that was her first rock concert. She was a huge Foo Fighters, Dave Grohl fan. So Walk and Monkey Wrench are her two favorite Foo Fighter songs. And anytime that part in Monkey Wrench comes on where he's just screaming at the top of his lungs, anytime we were in the car together and that comes on, we both just sit there and scream it at the top of our lungs. It's so much fun. And I imagine somebody driving by wondering what the hell is going on, that this dad and this teenage girl are, and they're going, ah!
That would be that just got my mind going, man. We should Rebecca, we should do an Anthony Smith like Foo Fighters tune, like kind of jazzier, like laid back version of like Learning to Walk Again or Monkey Wrench or something. That would be cool. Those songs have such great melodies and such great hooks, like the choruses are just so strong, so good. That'd be cool.
Yeah, check out the album. I think it was In Your Honor. It's half electric, half acoustic. It's really kick-ass.
What were you saying, Daryl?
Oh, I had tickets to go see them, and then in Toronto, and there was like a terrorist threat in Toronto. So you're just like weighing: is it like if there's gonna be one, it probably might be where there's a bunch of people going to see Foo Fighters. So I mean, the chances are probably be all right. But yeah, my wife and I ended up selling the tickets, and it's like,
oh man.
General admission floor.
Oh man, that was when I saw them. It was so polished, but so punk still. Like you know, they're a major pop rock band, you know, but it still has that edge of just like, it's still raw and it's still like turned up to 10, and like that attitude is still there. It's really good. But then the songs are so good. Like
they did a show in Wembley that you can find out on YouTube, and a couple and one of the guys from Zeppelin comes out and they do rock and roll. It's freaking amazing.
Oh, cool.
Dave moves back to the drums, Taylor moves up to the mic, and yeah.
I love that. I couldn't believe, like, I mean, I saw them probably at least 10, 12 years ago, but when I saw them, it was like, I couldn't believe that. Like, I was like, every song has a drum solo, like, or the drums are going in, like, you know, there's always a breakdown on every song for the drums to go, you know? And like, I thought that was really cool. And then like Taylor's just such a great drummer too. It's amazing that he can play like he does at that energy. It's like Travis Barker. Like, I don't know how you can keep that up. Like, you're
right.
Like Tyler's technique is really strong. It's really correct. And his style is very like, he's playing correctly. But Travis is playing correctly, but it's the way he holds his sticks and everything. It's way weird, and then his drums are spaced out really weird, and but he does it. I mean, I'm, you know, like, again, who am I to critique Travis Barker? But just from a teacher's perspective, you know, he's a lot better at drumming than me. But so disclaimer. But from a teacher's perspective, I'm like, I don't know how he can keep it up. Like, you can't play a 2.5 hour show, but he does. That's probably why he has no fat at all. Yeah, it's like. So it's cool. I admire that. I admire Travis Barker too.
I always joke I was destined to like Taylor Hawkins because his name is an amalgamation of my two favorite drummers named Roger. Roger Hawkins and Roger Taylor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's a great band, man. It's you know, like them or not, man, you have to respect that. You have to respect the songwriting, and you have to respect their live show. Their and like, you listen to one of their albums, and especially their early albums, and you're like, every song on here is a catch. It's like, it's so catchy. Every song on this album has an amazing hook that like just ropes you in, and you're just like, dude, you're singing along. The chords it's just like, this band is amazing. And you know, they're not my favorite band of all time, but it's like, their songwriting since day one, the first time I heard him, was like, man, this dude's a good songwriter, you know? So
they remain relevant all the time. Like,
yes.
Whether they're like their documentaries or they do like just the way they record, right? Like they grab that from Sound City.
Sound City, the board they got.
Yeah,
yes.
They got the Neve, and then you can get the little piece of tape, and if you buy it, you get a piece of tape, recorded tape.
Cool.
Yeah, they're just pretty cool like that. Like they remember what it's like to be a fan of music.
Yes, that's evident in their studio. You know, like, I saw that board and everything, went in that room, and it's like, they have, I mean, it's loads and loads and loads of equipment that they had there. They just came back from tour or something, so all their equipment got dumped in their studio. And then their guitar tech had all the guitar cases open, so they had like racks. Dave has like, I think it's 4 identical racks of the same guitars. So he has like, in each rack, there's like 2 or 3 of each guitar, and he has like, I think it's either 2 or 4 of the same thing, like multiplied. So that's why when those guys finish a show and break a guitar, it's like they have an identical one tuned up and ready to go, and they have like 6 more of them or 8 more of them in each rack. So each one of them has the wireless on it, and it's already like tuned, ready to go. So the next song, the dude pulls another one and it's tuned up, puts it on him, and it's like, it's identical. They're like, yeah, so he has like 2 in each rack, and then this is the one he uses most, so he has 3 in each rack of this one, and then this is his acoustic one. He has 2 of each one, and it's like, These are just Dave's, and then the other guitar player has the same, and the bass player has the same, and like, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, and they're a 3-guitar, keyboard, and big drum kit band. Can you imagine what those trailers look like? And then their whole big arena rock show. Yeah. I would love to go backstage for like the load in and load out for one of their big arena shows. I think that would just be the kid who tried to con the security guard at the Iron Maiden show into letting me come be a roadie for him. At 17 years old. I tried to sneak backstage at a show and con him into letting me go on tour with him as a roadie. Yeah.
That's a job I thought about being a drum tech, and then I'm just like, nah. I want a drum tech. I don't want to be a drum tech, you know. I know a lot of
I was in production crew in high school, like in theater and stuff. So lights and sound and staging and all that. I loved all that stuff.
I know a lot of really great drummers that are like, they play on big stages too, that when they're not on tour, they go to being drum techs, you know. It's pretty cool. So, well, anyways, guys, we're go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I know a lot of techs that aren't even really musicians. It's just their brain thinks more about setting stuff up, and
right,
and they can tune something way better than I ever could. They're more focused on doing that.
Right.
Yeah. Whereas I just like to hit things. I don't like to think about that stuff.
Right.
Yeah. I just like having fun.
Hey, Masters of Maple, the drums I play, they make a bell brass snare they're hard to get now, but it's the original specs. It's like a $3,000 snare, but I've never heard a snare that sounds as good as that. It's like the original specs of the original bell brass, not the remakes.
That's
and
crazy.
It's like, it is such a nice snare. It's like at least 2,500, $3,000. And that's like, even if I wanted to get one, that's what it is. You know, like, and I endorse the company. It's like, but it's kind of worth it for that sound, man. You won't get another sound than that.
Oh, that is absolutely my win the lottery. Go buy my big fancy drum kit. There's a bell brass snare sitting right in the middle of it.
Yep, same here. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining Chops and Coffee this morning, an early one. And it was a really nice one. This is my core group right here. I love when it's us. Not like that sounds really bad. Like I don't love when the other guys are here, but I like you guys. It's a fun group, and it's a cool hang, and it's it's great when we have a lot of people in here, but I like it when it's small. That's what I'm trying to say. I like both ways. And this is cool for me when it's smaller because it takes a lot of pressure, and then I can just have fun teaching cool stuff or showing cool stuff, sharing cool stuff. So if you guys ever have anything you want to share, please, it's always welcome. And please just, share it in the chat or email me. And then anyone watching on the stream, feel free to join us as well. Just use the link on drumbrigade.com. If you guys want to support, of course, you can just hit the link also in the bio if you're streaming with us, and get some merch and show the world that you belong. You're part of the acceptance movement for the drum community. And then if you join Chops and Coffee, you get a 10% discount. I'll send you the code. So, all right, guys, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Thank you so much. Have a good day.